Alright, on this video, we're going to give you a 7-punch boxing combination that's going to help you hit hard, hit fast, and hit first. So today we're going to show you a 7-punch combination. Now this 7-punch combo in particular, very, very good for you to learn. One, it's very simple to learn. Some combinations are a little bit more complex, a little bit more technical. This one's pretty basic, but it's very, very effective because you can use this combination in pretty much any scenario in boxing. One, if you have a pressure fighter, you can use this combination to put them to sleep. If you are being the pressure fighter, you're putting it on your opponent, you're trying to back them up, you're trying to end a fight, and maybe they're a little bit more timid, this works as well. And obviously, if you're just standing in the pocket, you're in the middle of the ring and it's just a fight going on, this is a great combination because it uses so many different angles and so many different punches that your opponent's going to be in some serious trouble if you do this correctly. Alright, so before we jump into it, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and make sure to comment below what you're going to do to implement this combination into your training routine. Okay, so first things first, the combination. We always start and end, and that's a Floyd Mayweather Sr. trick, always start and end with the jab. The jab is the most necessary tool in all of boxing. First, you can hurt somebody with a jab. You can bust their nose up, you can land on the chin, you can wobble them, but what most people recognize the jab as is a set-up punch. If you have a nice jab, which is perfect as far as execution goes, a jab is extending the arm fully, so no bend, don't be out of balance at the same time, just a nice extend of the arm, get that distance, control that reach, and you want to make sure it's firm, you want to make sure it's stiff, so you really want to strengthen those shoulder muscles so that if somebody's coming in and you hit them with the jab, you can do damage, it's not just going to fly off their head, though there's some tough guys out there that can eat jabs all day long. You want to be able to throw a nice hard jab, stiff, with distance to keep people away from you, and if somebody comes in, let them know, hey, get away from me. Get away from me, get away from me. And if you just do that all day long, eventually they're gonna say, I gotta stop coming in on this guy. The second punch that really comes after the jab is the traditional straight right. Now, if you're Southpaw, it'd be a straight left, but the number 2 punch, a straight down the pipe. That's really the most traditional power punch. Very effective, and to be honest, if you just throw a nice 1-2, you can knock a lot of people out. So, straight left, or straight jab, straight down the pipe, a number 2 punch. Then we're going to follow up with a left hook. Now you want to make sure your technique on this left hook is perfect, because if it's sloppy, if it's out of place, or if it's a degree off, then the entire combination goes to waste and you put yourself in a lot of trouble. So with the left hook, what I always like to do, this is what my coach Bruce Warren, who coached Aaron Pryor, did a lot of work with a lot of the heavyweights back in the 90s. He was a really, really top level coach, worked hand in hand with Freddie Roach back in the day. So Coach Bruce always said, the key to a left hook is having your elbow up. You don't want it too down. This would be more for a traditional left hook to the body, obviously. You don't want it too high because you expose so much of yourself. Even if it's a taller opponent, you don't want to throw that traditional left hook. That's not the punch you would use on somebody taller than you. You want to keep that elbow at a 90-degree angle, just over where you can see like a sniper, right? So, back to the combinations. 1 is the jab, 2 is the straight down the middle, 3 is the left hook, number 4, the right uppercut. Now notice that left hook swings perfectly into the right uppercut. All these punches, the reason this combination is so nice is everything sets up the next punch. So that left hook, if my posture, if my technique is correct, I'm now leading all my momentum into that right uppercut, so I can put and I can distribute a lot of weight on that back right foot. I can throw that short right upper, and after I throw the upper, I'm going to duck out of the way. I'm going to duck to the side that I just threw the uppercut on. So I throw the uppercut on my right hand, I'm going to duck under to my right. Why? Because that's where my opponent is fully exposed. I don't want to duck into him and get face to face with him. In boxing, it's hit and don't get hit. So I want to throw that right uppercut and duck out of the way to the same side as my uppercut. Now just those 4 punches alone, you may end this fight. Keep in mind, a nice stiff jab right in the nose, right in the jaw, right in the eye socket, a straight right down the pipe to land on that jaw, that alone may knock them out. You follow up with a nice crisp left hook. Again, they may be knocked out by this point. A short, hardcore uppercut. This fight may be over, but just in case it's not. Now what I want to do, duck under after my uppercut, throw a short overhand right punch. This is a power punch. This is a punch that unanimously is the #1 knockout punch in the world. Not the straight right down the pipe, because that's a more technical punch. But if you look at street fight videos, you look at most combat sports, that short overhand with the power hand knocks out more people than anything else in history. Why? Because it's got the most power, it's got the most force, it's got the most torque, and the most velocity. So after I do my duck, I throw that short overhand right on the temple or behind the ear. If I catch them on the jaw, nice as well, but I'm trying to get that temple area or right behind the ear, shut their lights off. Boom. Now that'll be my last power punch. So I'm hoping at this point they're knocked out. But if they're not, remember, Floyd Mayweather Sr., who obviously trained Floyd Mayweather Jr., one of the cleanest boxers in history. After I throw that short overhand right, let's assume that they're not knocked out, that they're still awake, they're still in the fight. What I want to just look at my real estate. I don't want to just look at what I've just done. I want to do this. Hopefully it knocks them out. I'm hitting as hard as I can, as fast as I can, but if it doesn't, I'm not going to stay and find out. Now, I'm going to jab my way out of the combination. So I jab my way into the combination. Now I do a double jab to get myself out of this situation so we can reset and throw a new series of punches. So, in full speed, here's how it would look. Straight left, straight down the pipe, left hook, right uppercut, bob under, short overhand right with a double jab to escape the combination, to escape danger. Alright, so I hope that helped. That was the 7-punch Brixton 81 boxing combination of the week. If you like that, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below what you're going to do to incorporate this into your training. And if you're practicing this and you want to record a video, make sure to tag us on Instagram at Brixton81. Let us see how you're doing your combos. I'd love to see your technique. I'd love to see your hustle. And every single week, we're going to do giveaways on, big fights, predicting big fights. So this weekend, we got a pretty big fight. Lomachenko versus Lopez. This is going to be insane. Me personally, I don't know who to pick on it, so I'm leaving it up to you guys. Who do you think is going to win this fight? DM us on Instagram. Who's going to win that fight, and how are they going to win that fight? For example, Lomachenko in a 12-round decision. Lopez in a 7-round knockout. Let us know who and how they're going to win, and if you're right, you're going to enter a pool of all the people who predicted the fight. And if you win, we're going to send you a Brixton 81 watch for free on us. So DM us your picks at Brixton 81 on Instagram, and let's hope you get that watch. Alright, as always, thank you for watching. This is Chris McGarrihan signing out. Always remember the Brixton 81 mantra, and that is that attitude is everything. Talk to you soon.